Happy Monday. It's back to work. Another week. Let's get this thing rolling, right? Well, for most of you, some of you out there are probably unemployed. Or, maybe you got a different schedule. Maybe you got off Mondays, Maybe you're part-time. But odds are you're unemployed if you're listening to this shit, yeah. But for those of you that are working, do you like your job? Probably not, right? Hopefully it's tolerable at least. If you hate it, you should probably change it instead of bitching and complaining all day and making your coworkers miserable. I mean, it's a good economy. Reach for the fucking stars. But here we go. It's another week. You guys have a good weekend. I can't hear your responses. This is a one-way radio show. I don't do call-ins. All right, at least not at the moment. So you're going to hear about my weekend. Went to this bonfire on Saturday, hosted by 1029 MGK. For those of you that don't know, that's a classic rock radio station. And anytime there's a classic rock radio station sponsoring an event, you're bound to see a lot of white trash. And boy, did we see it. It was great. There was this bonfire thing. It was huge. I posted some of it on my Instagram at Jim fucking Morris. The F word doesn't have a G on the end. But, yeah, it's humongous. In the middle of nowhere. It was in Schwanksville, Pennsylvania. Tons of white trash. A lot of drunk people. But they had a live band that was doing classic rock covers. They were pretty good. I thought they were pretty good. You could park with free parking. They had these shuttles, like buses. Not like buses. They were school buses. Took you back and forth from your parking lot. You got that feeling of being a kid again. Going on a field trip. But I will admit it was kind of eerie with this huge fire. I mean, I'm not a festival guy, so maybe some of you guys that do the Burning Man shit are more used to that. But it has a very culty vibe. It was like quiet and there's big things getting burnt. Like you feel like you're doing something wrong, Like the fires of hell are about to rain down on you or something's about to get summoned. I don't know, but it's really weird. I had a cheesesteak in a waffle for dinner. Like I said, it was a very classy arrangement. But they had these food trucks, and it was like a shorter line, so that's where we ate. Yeah, cheesesteak and a waffle. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't do it again, but, I was hungry, so I enjoyed it. It wasn't worth, like, the $10. Everything's overpriced when you go to events and shit like that. But, you know what? Sunday came around, and the Eagles, of course, lost to the Vikings. So, you know what? That wasn't great either. But, I have this podcast thing going, and you got 2 more episodes over the weekend. Wasn't that great? That was good. Next weekend, I got one of my friends getting married. I'm actually in the wedding this time. Bought a new suit because at the time I could afford it. And right now I'm dirt broke. But at least it worked out for the time being. Friends are growing up. They're getting lives. They have lives, living on their own, having long-term relationships. Some of them are throwing a ring on it. I got one friend that's a lawyer, another one that's a doctor that we hardly fucking see. But meanwhile, I'm over here making a podcast, living at my mom's. So you know what? There's just so many different sides of the coin, No, I'm fine with that. Things are looking up because that's what you're supposed to say. Otherwise, people start getting concerned. But, I think it's going to be okay. Car's almost paid off. Getting paid this week. We're going to just pay a bill or so and fucking have no money left over. And that's going to be cool, right? That's going to be fun. But, if you guys can pay off those mountains of student loans you got, I think that I can fix this shit storm of a credit score I've managed to ruin. So I think we're going to make a comeback. Okay, everyone loves a comeback, right? Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you just want to see people fail. Get on their knees and stay down. I don't know who you are. You sick fucks. I think we're going to make a comeback. This show, I think, is going well, right? First episode, over 100 views. It's nothing to shake a stick at. Looks like people are still interested. After that first episode, there's a huge drop-off in views, and watchership. Listenership? Huh? Is that what? I don't know. But, I'm not just doing this for the numbers. The numbers, they are what they are. They are what they are. They are what they are. It's about quality content and giving me a way to communicate to the outside world. Because I'll tell you, I spent a shitload of time alone, if you couldn't tell already. But no, we're staying busy, staying productive, and I don't know if you guys understand the amount of work that goes into these. Sometimes I'm like writing shit. I got to write stuff down, prepare them ahead of time, because I'm not that creative, regardless of what you may think. I can't do all this off the top of my head. Sometimes I can, other times I can't. Sometimes we got to work for it, And this is what it is. This just is what it is. Let me look at my notes. What else are we talking about? This one's not going to be very funny. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. It's not going to be very entertaining. I'm just kind of giving you an actual update. But we're going to mix it up. We're going to have some weird stuff. We're going to have some like strange stories. We're going to have top 5, top 10 lists, things like that. But my life isn't interesting enough to keep talking about what's going on with me all the time. So that's not always what the show is going to be. It's just not what it's going to be. And if I'm just going to sit here and talk about my life, it's just not going to be funny. It's just not going to be. I mean, you haven't even laughed yet this episode. So this is the kind of stuff you'd be getting if I were to just talk about me. You don't want to hear about me. You want to hear about you. How can you improve your life? Right? What kind of advice can this loser tell me that can really change my week? Turn my day around. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's got to make a podcast around here. That's the point. And it might as well be me. So you're gonna have some episodes that might not make a lot of sense. All right? If you haven't noticed already. But as long as you people keep tuning in, I'm going to keep this thing going because I literally have nothing better to do. And if I had something better to do, believe me, I'd be fucking doing it. But here we are. Okay? No one's paying me to make these, and it's not out of the kindness of my heart. I don't do charity. But we got to face the facts. If this shit wasn't free, you wouldn't be listening. Right, let's just be honest here. Both of us, let's be honest. I'm doing this for free out of my own needs and out of my needs because of my special needs, right? Because of my mental challenges that are it's because I like doing creative stuff and whatever, staying busy and actually making things. I don't know anyone that does YouTube shit. I really don't. I've been making videos for years, but this podcast is going to try to be a consistent, steady thing. And, I wish more people would get out there and just tell people what's on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Use that First Amendment right. We fucking fought a war for it. So, what are you doing? What are you doing not using it? We could spend all day, though, breaking down the whys. Why am I talking? Why are you listening? But, the fact is, nobody here is very sound in the head. Okay? We're not the most rational of human beings. I mean, I don't think we need to explain ourselves. It's just a show. I'm going to make it. You might like it. You might not. But there's probably something seriously wrong with you people if you've made it to episode 6 and have listened to all of these. But, that's fine. There's something wrong with me for making them. So, I'm not going to shit on you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the loyalty. That's what it's all about. But, let's be real. A show like this probably shouldn't have any listeners at all. Like, what are you doing here? I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. But I'm not gonna say any more about it. Here we are. We're starting this week strong together. We're gonna make it through this one day at a time. You're not alone. Is the point? Unless, of course, you have no friends and nobody loves you, then you're kind of on your own there. But in general, as far as the show goes, I'm going to keep making the episodes. You're still going to have the podcast is what I'm saying, regardless of if you don't have any actual human beings in your life. Don't jump off a bridge. Okay, that's really the point. That's what I'm trying to tell to you guys. Don't jump off a bridge. Okay? And another day means a brand new episode of What's Going On with Jim Morris. And we're going to keep this ball rolling. I am tired as shit. I wanted to go straight to bed, but I knew I had to stay, in my commitment, I had to hold true to my promise of giving you an episode every day. And, that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, some of these are going to be shorter than others. Okay? That's what she said. See, we're already making jokes. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And, the week's going to get better. I promise. It's going to get better. It might not. I can't predict the future. I mean, if 100 people listen to this, how am I supposed to guarantee that all those people are going to have a good week from here on out? That's a bold statement. But I like bold statements, okay? Because at the end of the day, I don't have opinions. My opinions are facts. And you're going to learn a lot on the show. Hopefully we're going to laugh. Maybe we're going to cry together. But it's going to be a journey nonetheless. And I am rambling on and rambling, and I think you've lost interest. And I've lost interest in trying to make you interested at this point. So let's just start from scratch tomorrow with a brand new episode, and things are going to be all right.